Hello everyone. Today's video is about insights of some different kind but yet similar food items. So today we'll talk about the basic differences between baking soda and baking powder and their functionalities. These materials are used for catalytic reaction which makes the food product rise or I must say increase volumetrically. Both of them produce carbon dioxide and further produce tiny air bubbles which then leads the food to expand in its shape. So first let's talk about baking soda. Baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, reacts with moisture and sour food products to release carbon dioxide which eventually puffs up the food. Baking soda needs ingredients which are sour like curd, buttermilk to react, and that's why just by adding baking soda to the recipes without sour ingredients will not be of any use. As a professional, I would recommend to immediately cook the food after adding baking soda. This is so because it starts reacting with the moisture. If not, then the food will not rise the way it is supposed to and the food product might harden than expected. And now we'll talk about baking powder. Baking powder consists of acidic medium which when added to food starts reacting immediately. So even if the recipe has no sour ingredient, baking powder can be used. The baking powder that we use in the modern days depicts double action. First, when it comes in contact with the moisture, it starts producing air bubbles. And second, when it comes in contact with the heat, it starts puffing up the food items evidently, which means you can see the food rise from its volume and shape. And that's why we should always use a container at least twice the capacity while baking. Unlike baking soda, the food mixture can be kept for a while and then set to bake. We should use baking powder for baking food products for a longer time. And yes, in the end, I would say baking powder can be a substitute for baking soda, but baking soda can never be an alternative for baking powder. Thank you everyone. Keep cooking and keep sharing.